I want to talk about lifetime settlements for a moment. Many of you have existing life insurance policies that you had bought previously, whether it be for estate planning purposes, whether it was just to leave more money to your children or to a charity, whatever the reason may be. And you've come to find as you've gotten older now during your 70s or even 80s that you no longer wish to continue the insurance, or you don't have the means to continue, or the needs have changed as to why you bought the insurance. And your option is to cancel that policy. There may be a cash surrender value, there may not be. But what has come to light over the past 25, 30 years is something called the life settlement marketplace. This is where major hedge funds throughout the world buy huge amounts of life insurance policies in the secondary market. So if you are someone that has an existing policy, before you look to cancel, you always look to see what the value of your policies are worth. We have a tremendous experience within this space dealing with so many, at least 60, 70 different funds that look for these types of policies. So it's something that you really want to understand better, and we are able to help you with that. But now let me show you where it really comes in ways that you may not have thought. Many of us have been in business over the years. Well, we recently had a situation where somebody was buying a company, and in the process, they found that the CEO, who was the original owner, had a $7 million life insurance policy. And there was a cash value of $72,000. Well, of course, when these people bought this company, they took over control of the life insurance policy. So they came to me and said, Howard, you know, we've got this policy on the gentleman we bought the company from. He's older, in his upper 70s, but we'd love to keep it, but we can't afford it. The premiums for this policy were somewhere in the neighborhood of $250,000 a year for this $7 million of insurance, or $280,000 a year. And they said, so we think we're just going to cancel it and take the $72,000 of cash. I said, wait a minute. Let us see what can be done within the life settlement marketplace. After going out and getting bids and negotiating back and forth, we were able to generate $2.7 million for the people that just bought this company. Now remember, they were about to cash in that policy for $72,000. As a result, they got $2.7 million. Do you know what it did for them? Not only did it reimburse them for everything they paid in for this company, but puts them on their way to start being profitable. And that all was a result of the life settlement industry. So why do I bring this point up? There are many people that have life insurance policies in their businesses that they're key man insurance. They bought the insurance so that in the event they were to pass, that it was a way for their family to be bought out of that company through the life insurance that the company would pay to their family. Well, many people buy term insurance, not realizing that they can convert the policy to what we call a universal life policy. And if they're old enough and still able to convert, if they no longer need the insurance, it gives them the ability to sell that policy in the secondary market. So, bottom line is, you have an existing life insurance policy you no longer want or need. You have a policy from days of business that was for key man that you no longer want or need. Other than canceling and taking surrender, look to see if there's value inherent within that policy, and let us see if we are able to help you within the life settlement marketplace.